Welcome to the Scandic Laajavuori here in Jyväskylä, Finland. I stayed here for 3 nights with my mom, and here is my full review today on Markus Travels. We're going to cover the details of everything we liked and did not like, but let's start with an overview. The Scandic Laajavuori is located here in the Laajavuori neighborhood of Jyväskylä. That's a little bit outside the city center. The drive into town is about 15 minutes. This area is known for outdoor activities. There's a ski slope, there's a ski jumping hill, as well as vast areas of forests and lake where you can really go out and enjoy the nature. We stayed here in winter, in March, and I can see the beautiful snow-covered trees outside my window. It's very beautiful. This room type is called the Superior Family 4. It is sold as a 4-person room, but there are only 2 real beds that are located here on my left-hand side that you can also see in the frame. The other 2 sleeping spaces are directly in front of me here in the fold-out couch. We were only 2 people here, so the couch worked as a couch, which was really nice to have. There are a few additional chairs as well. Here on my left, there's an armchair and a footstool that actually also houses the pillows for the fold-out bed, and then there's a chair where I'm sitting right now. So there's plenty of spaces to sit comfortably in this room. The number of lights is also really good. There are 2 standing lamps here in the room. Then by the bed there are reading lights as well. In the ceiling there's a set of lamps, and then as you can see here over my shoulder there's another fairly large lamp in the corner. So in terms of space, this is a very comfortable room, and that's going to be the first pro of this review. When I booked the Superior Family 4 room type, I kind of feared that there would be just 4 big beds in there, but that was not the case at all. This is really well designed by Scandic Laajavuori. The next pro that we identified is the large public spaces here in the hotel, and there's also so much to do. Firstly, all of the public spaces are kept very nice and neat and clean, so they did an excellent job there. But secondly, we also have all the activities. There are a number of kids' playrooms down on the bottom floor on the way to the breakfast restaurant. But then there is also a full bowling alley here in this facility. And then, as mentioned, there is a ski slope and all kind of nature activities just outside the window. For example, there's a big lake that has a very nice walking trail out in the nature. But the flagship amenity of this hotel is the spa. I will say a lot more about the spa when we come to the cons, but it is a well-equipped spa with a number of different pools, both for kind of playing and relaxing and for exercising as well. I think this is the kind of spa where people also pay for a day entrance, but if you're staying at the hotel, that is included in the room rate. If you're getting value from the video, please hit the like button. Thanks for doing that. The next pro in this room, especially now in winter, is that the floor in the bathroom is heated. The bathroom is not particularly luxurious, but it worked well and was fairly nicely appointed. The next pro, as identified specifically by my mom, is that the staff here is really friendly. We were in the hotel bar the other day, and the staff member there serving us was really engaging and was checking on everybody that they had a good time. There was a group of teenagers that were maybe a little bit misbehaving, but she didn't get mad at all. She just made sure that they were doing fine as well. Very nice and warm approach by the staff here. I paid for this trip myself so that you get a non-sponsored and authentic travel review. Welcome to my channel, Markus Travels. We'll talk more about the price and the value for money at the end of the video. Now we come to the cons of the Scandic Laajavuori. I don't think any of these are deal breakers, but there are some opportunities for improvement that the hotel could implement. Firstly, about the cleaning service. Some Scandic hotels have made the daily cleaning optional, that you have to request it specifically. They don't do it here. That daily cleaning service is included. But what they did not do is replace our used cups. On the shelf to my right, there is a kettle that comes with tea, coffee, and hot chocolate. The cleaning staff did tidy up the rest of the room, but they did not replace the cups that we had used. I even specifically asked at the reception, and they told me that replacing the cups is actually not part of the tasks that are included in this light cleaning service that they've implemented here. I do find that to be a bit of an odd choice. If you're only going to do one thing as part of the cleaning cycle, I would say replacing the dirty cups would be that one thing. Nonetheless, I was able to go down and get some cups from the coffee shop in the lobby area. The next thing that is missing is a shoehorn. This is a fairly well-equipped room, but there is no shoehorn, and I wish there were one. The next bucket of cons, they all relate to the spa. Now, I'm happy that they have a spa down there, and it is fairly nice. That spa is clearly also popular. It was almost full the other day when we were down there. So, what's missing in the spa experience? Well, slippers. Now, typically, when you have bathrobes in the room, you also have slippers, but here they do not. Instead, they sell slippers down at the reception. I think the price was around €6.50, which is more than $7 US. I think that's a bit petty, and that's a pretty high price for some single-use slippers. And then we come to the limitations of the spa itself. The layout as you enter is fairly confusing, because you have first, for example, the male dressing rooms. Then after you have changed, you are supposed to go through a public corridor and then into the male shower room. In a typical traditional layout, you would have the changing rooms and the showers in the same place so that you don't have to dress up or dress yourself rather and cross that public hallway. It even had a sign as you enter that corridor saying, please wear your swimsuit in this space. But it's so weird to do that because in the next step, you're going into the showers and then you're taking it off again. That is just an odd layout. Nonetheless, the lockers worked well and you could use your room key to get access to a working locker. And you also used your room key to enter the spa area. And the final complaint that I have about the spa area is maybe the most significant one. The sauna areas are in the shower room section, so they are gender separated. I was in the male area, and in there were 4 different saunas. There was the korpisauna, there was the mökkisauna, there was the city sauna that also had a TV, and then there was a steam room. And that's not a bad selection at all. But I understood from my mom that the female section only had 1 working sauna. I think they had 2 saunas in there, but one of them was out of service. So 1 sauna on the female side and 4 saunas on the male side, that just seems a bit inappropriate, especially in Finland, which is a country well known for the equality between men and women. If I remember correctly, Finland was the first country in Europe to allow female voting rights back more than 100 years ago. So a very odd choice in terms of sauna balance. If you've gotten massive value from the video, there are many things that you can do to support my channel, Markus Travels. They are all linked in the description below. Whatever you do, I thank you for it. Now let's talk about the price and the value for money. We stayed for 3 nights here at the Scandic Laajavuori in the room type Superior Family 4. The total price I paid, including breakfast, was €478. That's just over $550 US. This was a stay in March during the spring ski break that the schools have here in the Nordic countries. And since there is a ski slope next to the property here, I think prices were elevated compared to other parts of the season. Nonetheless, I think this was pretty good value, and I would happily recommend the Scandic Laajavuori. Me personally, I probably would not choose this property again. And that's only because I don't have a car. On this trip, we had somebody who was able to drive us, which made the location a lot more accessible. Now, there is a bus stop just outside the hotel, but this really is the kind of hotel that benefits from a car, and there are huge parking lots just outside. So if you have a car, this is a great place to stay. Also, if you have kids and you want them playing in the pool or in some of the playing areas that they have here, I think you will be very happy here. I could also imagine that this would be a great destination if you have a conference here, because you're a little bit outside the city center. You can just do your work here without any distractions. Plus also, if you want to be very close to nature, this would be a perfect spot for you. Just for me, I usually prefer city center hotels, so this would not be my first choice, but I think this will be an excellent choice for a lot of different travelers. I generally like the Scandic chain of hotels, and I often stay with them when I'm traveling in the Nordic countries. Now, click or tap the screen right here to watch my most recent Scandic hotel review. This one is in Gothenburg, Sweden, in a location that could be good, could be bad. So check out that video right now. Thank you very much for watching Markus Travels, and I will see you in the next video.